Today we're heading to the library and the park, so I brought my crochet in case I get some free time. I brought some brown yarn to make myself a beanie. So here's how far I got today earlier at the park. Now it's time to give the kids a bath and call it a night. I'll work some more on this tomorrow. This yarn is like that cheap Walmart yarn, I think, and it feels really scratchy and a little bit hard. So I'm probably going to try to wet block it when I'm completely finished and see if it helps to soften it up any. We'll see if I can get this done tomorrow in between everything, or how long that takes me. Taking a break from working on that brown beanie because it's taking me a while because I don't love the yarn, and take a little break from working on that. This is the next thing I'm going to be working on today. It's a front and back panel of a little shirt idea that I wanted to try for myself. So I guess this week's vlog, I'm making all things for myself, which is nice after making a bunch of inventory for the Etsy shop. So for this one, I just made 2 panels of double crochet, 2 doubles, chain 1, skip 1, 2 doubles, chain 1, skip 1, all the way repeated over and over for 2 panels. Today I plan to add the stitch markers for where I want the neck and sleeves to go. I only have this much left of this specific white yarn. So I think this should be enough to close everything together and maybe add a slight sleeve, like a short sleeve kind of situation, but we'll see. So that's the goal for this white top today. And then I also have this yellow panel that I made so far. It's all double crochets. Color, it's kind of hard to show the true color on this camera. It's a little darker than what's showing up, I feel like, but just slightly. This one I have even less yarn left because I'm running out of the yarn. I might have to see what other yellows I have to add to the bottom. It's probably gonna end up being more like cropped. This will probably be like a springtime top. I plan to do like asymmetrical like strap situation. So it's probably just gonna be a crop top because of my amount of yarn, but that'll work for the springtime. I'm gonna pull out my stitch markers for these 2 and get cracking on that, and then I'll come back with an update later. This is the yellow color that I'm currently using in the middle. My problem is these are the yellow shades that I have to work with. They're all different yellows. I'd say the closest is probably this one, but they're different kind of like texture. Not drastically, but a little. I might try to work with this one if I need more. I'm just gonna use this up first and see how it looks.
Hey Mom, the mustache is done.
So I've got the one strap done, and this is not gonna be enough for the second strap. So I'm gonna have to grab one of those other yellows and make it like a 2-toned yellow top. So now with the second color, I am going to make the second strap and add some more length and then probably border around the front. Okay, so I've been out all day today and this is my first time getting to crochet. It's about to be dinner time soon, so I'm going to take a little break on this, but I did finish the sleeves and I added some more length at the bottom here, and I'm starting the border around like the waistline. And I still have plenty of yarn left to use of this lighter yellow. And I don't think this one's gonna take too long to finish tonight. I think it's only like a row or two more, and then I'm gonna be done. And then I'm going to start on finishing the white top. Alright guys, so I finished them all last night. I'm feeling pretty good about it. So let me do a little try on for the end of the vlog. The tricky part for me is gonna be finding somewhere to put my camera. I guess I'll show you the beanie first because I can just put it on my head right now and show you. But I finished this. It took me a while because I didn't love the yarn, but it ended up okay, and I think after I wash it, it would just soften up, but actually when I tried it on, the stiffness of it isn't that bad for a hat. It works out. I'm just gonna leave it for now, toss it in the wash whenever it needs to be washed. That's how I do my other crochets. And honestly, everything holds up and ends up soft and nice. Okay, so here is the finished hat. Final thoughts on the hat. I love how it turned out. It fits nicely, fits perfectly. I'm definitely going to be using this, so I'm happy with it. 10 out of 10. Now to find somewhere to try the shirts. So I did like a funny little setup with a tripod thing that I have, so let's make this work. I put on like a little tube top underneath to have under my shirts. The first one I'm really excited about is this white shirt I made. I didn't weave in the ends on this one, but I did weave in the ends on everything else. Just a simple 2-panel shirt with a little bit of sleeve. I did have a little bit of extra yarn left at the end, but it wasn't enough to make the sleeves even, so I just stopped when I ran out of enough yarn for that. I wanted to have the really wide neckline so I can maybe make it a little off the shoulder or just like wide and sitting nicely. So hopefully it will look like that. I also left the sides open and I did a little single crochet border so it would sit nicely, but it can open. Okay, so let's try it on. I don't really know what side is the front or the back, to be honest, so I think it will also relax more if I were to block it or steam it. So here's how it's looking, just plain. I like it. And then let's try a little off the shoulder because that's kind of what I really wanted. I think the little bit of sleeve added really did help the look. And then once I block it, this will be more relaxed a bit. So final thoughts on the top. I like it. I would give this top like an 8 out of 10 only because I still need to block the sleeves so that they can sit a little bit more relaxed. Other than that, it's great. It's the exact top I was picturing and that I kept seeing all over Pinterest and everything. I'm also really happy with the mesh stitch pattern that I chose to do. I didn't follow a pattern, I just did it, but yeah. Okay, let's do the last top because I'm running out of time. Okay, so for this top I made a tie back, then like purposefully asymmetrical straps. So let's see how this looks. Are you guys ready for the review? Again, I have my baby bump right now, so I'm not even gonna worry about fully tying it. I'm just gonna leave it, but let me show you how it looks. Ta-da! Yeah. Yeah, you see that? I told you I wasn't even gonna bother tying it. I like the different asymmetrical straps. It gives it a little something fun. I could have made the strap a little bit thinner, but I didn't know if I should or not, so this is what I ended up with. I'll tie it when the baby bump's gone, so that's gonna be fine. This is my first time trying it on since it's been finished. I added a cute little border along the bottom, so I think that helps the look as well. So final thoughts on this top. I'd give it like a 10 out of 10. Honestly, I think it's gonna be a perfect spring top and I'm really excited. I'm really happy with actually all the pieces I made this week. And I feel like they're all pieces that I'll actually be able to wear in style, so that also makes me really excited. This kind of makes me want to play around with more asymmetrical pieces actually. We'll see what happens in the future. And I'm kind of out of breath now, so that's gonna wrap up this week's vlog. Don't forget to hit subscribe, give me a like and a comment, it really helps the channel. And if you're interested in supporting my crochet business, I will always leave my Etsy links below and on my YouTube channel page, so go ahead and check that out. So I have to get going now, and I'll see you guys next week.